everyone. Welcome to Comics, Chaos, and Sass, 10 p.m. Easterns on Sunday nights on Facebook and YouTube. I'm also part of Comics in More New Jersey, Comics in More Chaos, Melone Management, and a proud partner of the Rising Tide Broadcast Network. Looking for a podcast fix? Check out the schedule below. While you're here, drop your links, your social media, promote yourself and others. Let's all rise together. Hey, everybody. I'm just going to give a minute to let everybody come in, and I am sharing this out. If you're able to share, please do. I hope you all are doing well, and then I will start getting into the show. Let me see. I think I shared it out a few places, so we will see how this goes tonight. I'm sorry I missed last week. I was not feeling well. For some reason, my body decided it needed between 18 and 20 hours of sleep every day. I seemed to pass that, and I had an ear infection. So it was probably the fibro, the hormones, the allergies, the ear infection, all the fun-filled stuff. Definitely showing that I am aging, and I can't function on little sleep like I used to. So let me get into some of the comments and say hi. I'm Heather Allen. This is Comics, Chaos, and Sass. I am part of Comics in More New Jersey, Comics in More Chaos, and Melone Management, and the Rising Tide Broadcast Network. Let me get into some of your comments. Hey, Donna, how are you? Ryan says, welcome back. How are you? I am good. I am still very tired. I managed to do a yard sale yesterday. We had a community-wide one. And in the shade, with my back to the sun, long sleeves, pants, everything, and I still managed to get a sunburn. It's amazing. It's September. I should not be able to get a sunburn still. Hi, Carl. Hi, Dan. It's good to see you guys all. And here is Ryan. He is ready to go. We have subscribed to the channel today for some great nerdy content featuring trivia, interviews, and more. Nerd Culture channel on YouTube. Give them some love and subscribe. And Donna, Dan, and I found the same room. Well, that's new. You guys normally all bounce around each other. I'm glad you guys are all in the same place. There's Dan. Hi, Dan. Thank you very much, Carl. I'm still tired, and yesterday kicked my butt. It was way too long of a day, and a lot of we moved a lot of stuff. It's a yard sale. Everything was like $1 to $5 at most, but yeah, a lot of stuff had to go. So my kid was happy. He sold a lot of his stuff and made some money. Thank you very much for sharing. I appreciate it. And also check out the latest episode, and I quote, with new pulp writer Charles Millhouse, right up on YouTube. Give some love and check that out. There's a few things in the works. Oops, sorry, let me pull that back. There's been a few things in the works I'm getting ready for. With working with Melone Management, there are some new campaigns going to be coming up soon. You'll see me sharing and posting a lot for them. And hey, Carl, good to see you. See, it's nice when everybody's all friendly and they get along. So back to a couple things are going on. The Baltimore Con, that is the weekend of October 22nd, 23rd, 24th. I am planning on going to walk that show on that Saturday. So hopefully I will get to see you all and say hi. It'll be good to meet a lot of you face to face, some of the ones that I have not yet met in person, and reconnect with ones that I have. And then on November 6th, I believe it is Super Jersey. It is at Bellworks in Homedale, New Jersey. So My my old stopping grounds, I grew up in Monmouth County, so I'm looking forward to going back, and hopefully I will see lots of friendly faces there too. And in case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. And Ryan says, be on his show in early October. That is very cool, Carl. Yeah, so I've been a little overwhelmed. I'm still not feeling 100%, so I'm kind of winging a little bit of this as we go. But set your dates for I have October 21st. I am going to be on Raging. April Rainick Grady is launching her Kickstarter right on Raging, and we are having a pajama party. So make sure to go over to the YouTube channel and subscribe. The link is right on my wall. It'll be streamed right through Raging. It'll be Nita and Meredith and April and Lisa and I. And so far, at least one special guest that I know of is Beth. Um, I have been on podcasts with her before. She is from my last life, the lingerie world. Amazing woman, lot of personality, and absolutely beautiful inside and out. So you'll get to meet her, and we'll talk about all sorts of fun things and get some sneak peeks into some of April's Kickstarter that'll be launching. Very, very exciting. And yes, it is going to be a pajama party. Turns to Carl down boy. We will absolutely be having fun. I'm looking forward to it. Favorite rock bands. I can't pick a favorite. It changes all the time. I like music, so everything changes all the time. So I don't know, what kind of music do you guys all listen to? I pretty much like everything besides opera. I just can't tolerate opera. My dad killed that, completely destroyed any interest in opera, but I like everything from classical to rock, pop, techno, even some country. I've had a friend that got me into some country songs, amazingly enough. But if I can dance to it, I'm happy. What about all of you? Do you have any projects or things coming up soon that you want to talk about or share? You guys are a little quiet tonight. I know we're back full in swing with the cons, and I know that that makes a big difference. Everybody's been traveling again and running back and forth, and kids are back in school, and it's just really hectic. So I am definitely feeling the kid back in school. He came home, I'm sure, with the crud more than once already, and he's only been in school for about a month, not even. Favorite scary movie for Halloween? We've got Halloween theme coming up. It is getting close to that time. I actually don't watch a lot of scary movies. I do like them once in a while, but I get nightmares. We tried to go to a con, but it was not a good experience. I saw something about that, a post, but I wasn't up for hopping in the green room Friday night. I really was not feeling well. Um, so I'll have to check out with you and find out what happened. Very little communication. They act like they never did one before. Well, that's insane. And Donna has my next Hunter's Ridge. I can't speak. My next Hunter's Ridge book will be coming out in December. Think the editor is done with it and looking for a cover picture. Very cool. That is very exciting. And William has a new book to be released. Do you want to tell us about the book? Do you have a link? Favorite scary movie? Probably Star Trek Wrath of Khan. Um, I probably thank you very much, Ryan. I appreciate it. Um, it's funny growing up, I actually had nightmares from Jaws the most. I don't know why. It's something that stuck with me for a really long time. Uh, but I tend to not watch too many scary movies. My imagination's really good, especially when I dream. And pretty much what I go to bed thinking about is what I tend to dream about. So if I just watch a scary movie, that's going to be my dream. So I kind of avoid that. And Dan said, I submitted a new, re edited second edition of the first short story collection. It was accepted, but I have no idea where it will go when it will go live, working on a sequel to it too. That is awesome, Dan. That must feel really good getting that, seeing that come back out again and then working on a second. I can't wait to hear more. And happy 20th anniversary to Training Day with Denzel. Wow, has it been 20 years already? Says great, Dan. From the desk of a small press publisher, even all keep forgetting everything is on Eastern. Yeah, we're all Eastern time. Well, at least the schedule is. We're definitely not all on this one. And there's Donna saying hi to Joe. And Joe is saying congrats to Dan. And Scott says nightmares from Jaws. Aren't sharks actually afraid to come near the Jersey Shore? Yeah, but grew up having a sailboat. So I don't know if we had a 36-foot CNC sailboat growing up. So we were on that boat a lot of sunburns. And I wouldn't get swim in the water. I would not get off the boat to swim, not for the life of me. There were times that you didn't want to or couldn't because the waters were just filled with jellyfish. You couldn't see anything but jellyfish. But yeah, it definitely was one of those things that really stuck with me. I'm weird, what can I say? I I watched the Freddy movies, Nightmare on Elm Street. My son wanted to watch the first one, the original. So we watched that, and I'm sure he'll want to watch more now that it's getting closer to Halloween, and I'll watch them. They're not as scary now as they were to me when they first came out, though I know a lot of people just look at them and laugh. I also don't do gore very well. And Jody, we had that problem too. I think the Rising Tide schedule and wrote CST times in a big marker over the EST times. That's probably a smart idea. That way you won't get confused. Favorite 007 film? Oh my goodness. I don't know. I don't know if I could pick a favorite. I've got to say I've watched most of them, if not all of them, over the years, but I don't know if I could pick a favorite. That's like picking picking favorite movies is kind of like picking favorite pets. It doesn't or kids. It doesn't work so well. Hallmark and Lifetime movies are scary because they're all the same. Yeah, I don't watch those either. I like action. I like suspense. I like the Marvel and the DC movies. I like Goodfellas and Grown Ups, and those are some movies I've seen so many times. The Last Unicorn cartoon from when the movie that came out when I was young, I watched that. I'll still watch that, and Flight of the Dragons, and those are sort of my go-tos. It depends on my mood. Will depend on what I want to watch. But if I'm in a real cranky mood and I need something funny and light, Grown Ups, Grown Ups, Deadpool, Venom, something along those lines. William has a book called Midnight Mansion. The Birds, a frightening film classic. Well, that kind of sounds a little scary. I'd probably have if it's is it like The Birds, the movie that they all came and attacked? On Her Majesty's Secret Service is mine. Hey, Michaela, how are you? She says, hey, sugar, miss you. I'm just stopping in to say hello and good night. Well, good night, sweet dreams. I will not be up for your motivational mornings in the morning because I do not have my child tonight. So there is no 6 a.m. for me. But you definitely want to start your day off with Michaela Jade on her YouTube channel. She goes live at it's 6 a.m. Eastern, 5 a.m. Central, correct? Am I thinking that right? And she gives you a definitely good way to start your day. So no matter what time you get up, head over to her YouTube channel and give her some love and say good morning, and she'll help you get your butt out of bed and off to do your thing that day. And then she also has Tidbits and Scribbles. It's all sorts of great advice for writers, but also a lot of it works towards any type of creative, just to get the brain juice going. Give her some love. Anytime you can, support, share, and like. And Carl says, for me, the scariest movies are based on real life because as a counselor, I know lots of weird people. I could see that. There's definitely things that scare me more knowing they are really out there. Donna says, you're a woman after my own heart. Love those action movies. Absolutely. I want to go get entertained. I want to go escape reality. Um, I have no interest in real life dramas because I have enough real life drama in my real life. So I definitely want to skip that. Michaela Jade, aka Sword Queen, is here. GoldenEye is my favorite 007 for Ryan. Very cool. That was a good one. And Michaela found the rest of the Rising Tide group. And hello and good night. Teresa says, good evening, Heather. I'm almost finished with book number 3 of Poetry Expressions. Very cool, Teresa. And it's nice to see you. I'm glad you had a chance to come on. And Donna saying hi and good night. Evening and go to bed from Joe. Yep, usually 5 or 5:15 Central Times in the morning. So check her out and give some love and help get yourself motivated for the day. Kick some butt. And everyone's saying goodnight to Michaela. Ryan says, Glengarry Glen Ross is a good movie because always be closing speech. And Scott says, young virgins getting hacked up in a summer camp is not entertaining. Yeah, I can't do the blood. I'm just not one for gore. Flight of the Dragons, an older animated classic. Yes. From, I want to say early 80s, late 70s. I do have it on VHS somewhere, I believe. At least I used to. I hope I still do. If not, I know that I updated the DVDs for, I think Flight of the Dragons was one of them, The Last Unicorn, and The Slipper and the Rose, which I don't know if many of you have seen that. It is a beautiful, beautiful movie of Cinderella. It was in 76, 77, I believe. And that was also one of my favorites. I always watched it over and over and over again and managed to track it down at some point when as I was older. Need to get back into writing the sequel for Mad Gasser, Cheerleader, next week. Ooh, have to hear more about that. I started crafting again. I have some artwork from some of the artists that sent in for me to do so, and getting caught up with personal pictures, the orders that I promised. So you will see some more stuff coming up and out. The artists get theirs first, though. So hopefully you'll see them soon. I'm very excited. Crafting is one of the things that I'm not a writer, I'm not an artist, but I do like to take other people's stuff and craft around it and just give it another texture almost. It's good therapy for me. And people tend to like them and personalize them. So hopefully I will get back into that this week now that I missed almost an entire week sleeping. Who has time for that much sleep? Because I sure didn't. Well, it is 10:30. I don't want to keep you guys all night. I know many of you have had busy weekends, busy weeks. We're getting close to Halloween, which is very exciting. Is any of you dressing up or doing anything fun for Halloween? My son's birthday is in October, so I kind of plan my October around his schedule, around what he wants to do, and still trying to figure that out. But we are hoping to go see Venom on Friday. We're all tired out tonight, I guess. I know I am. I'm running out of steam fast. And I don't want to fall asleep on camera, though the snoring, I mean, that could give anyone nightmares. Richard Chamberlain in Slipper in the Rose. Yes, that is the right one. It was absolutely a phenomenal movie. Uh, the costumes, the music, I mean, everything about it was absolutely gorgeous. And it was something that stuck with me from when I was probably 3 or 4 years old. And I've watched that at least 100 times. Just been a while. I have not seen it lately. Going to Joe Dog McKee's HalloCon down in Georgia. Well, that sounds awesome. I can't wait to hear more about that and see pictures of everybody. I have my son for Halloween and for his birthday the weekend before, so it'll be a little hectic come at the end of October. Couple teenagers, they eat a lot. I am going to wrap it up. It is 10:30, and I think you guys have heard me enough tonight. Getting into the swing of things and into schedule, I should not have any problems for next Sunday night. And there's a bunch of Kickstarters coming up. You will see me posting them this next week or two. I know that on Thursday, for all of you, all the artists that are interested in the cover contest for Tragedy 2, the deadline for that is Thursday night at midnight Eastern. And check out with Philip Russert for that. Vampires of New Jersey is going to be launching, I believe it's book number 8. It'll be launching soon on Kickstarter. A lot is going to be happening in the next 2 months, so check it out, give some love, and I will absolutely be doing a lot of shares. Get some rest. Good night, Heather. Good night, Carl. Say good night and go to bed. Love ya. Good night, Donna. Love you too, and thank you. I appreciate all the support from all of you. Rest, that is. Yes, I'm absolutely going to crash and get some sleep. See, Eastern, it's not that late. It's only like 10:30 at night, but I am just crashing early. I fell asleep pretty much right after the yard sale yesterday, and I slept on and off from 5 p.m. until almost noon today, and I'm still tired. So I hope you all have a great week. And don't forget to check out Michaela Jade first thing in the morning with motivational mornings on YouTube. And then you can follow along with Brian K. Morris at 10 a.m. for Never Mind the Furthermore. And he does something like I do, but on a much bigger scale. I hope you all have an awesome night, and I'll see you next Thursday, if not before. Good night, all.